What's good? What's good? It's your boy DJ Nova Fresh with Lightning Strike Podcast. Man, and you already know.
Hey, Brodie.
Hey, Brodie in the building, man. And we doing this thing, and we are here with Week 16 recap. Chargers versus Broncos. Bruh, it was lit inside SoFi, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So intense, so worthwhile. And if you wasn't part of the, I kept telling people, bro, if you would have been in that stadium for that game, oh my God, bro. Oh my God, man, them boys was electric. They were charged up from the parking lot to the building, bro. From the parking lot to the building. Sometimes I don't even know how I got from the parking lot because Will and Brandon in Electric Avenue, yes, the vibes were just electric. I will say that. The drink was flowing in abundance.
Mm-hmm.
The food was in abundance. The vibes were in abundance. And the dancing was in abundance. It was just abundance of energy from the parking lot to the stadium.
Yes,
I was
sir.
a little bit upset when I got in the stadium. I did see too much orange. But, hey, we're going to fix that. We're going to fix that. All right? We're going to get next year. Oh, God, if we could get a playoff game, which probably a lot of things have to happen, but never say never. Never say never. But until next year, man, I'm telling y'all, Will and Brandon, y'all got like an amazing thing with Electric Avenue. Telling y'all right now, we want to be a part of that because it is where it's at. It is where
Love.
it's at. That's
Definitely
for sure,
love.
man. And I mean, it's just so welcoming when you come in there, bro. It's just craziness everywhere. This is all that's going down. That's all you remember. The vibes are immaculate. Brodie, you okay over there, bro?
Yeah, man. I've been, a little under the weather, man. I've been sick since after the game last week, so I've been trying to recover all weekend.
What's wrong with you? What you sick with?
Man, just sick. Sick of these Denver fans playing with us, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm so sick of these folks playing with our top paws. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Sick of these Denver fans trying to play with us, bro. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we done packed these boys out twice this year. We got people all in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? They talking crazy. They bringing up rings. They bringing up the refs. They bringing up 70,000. You know what I'm saying? They got all kind of excuses. But all I know is that
baby.
we done played these boys twice. We done watched these boys twice. So they got to eat that. They got to eat that all season. During the draft, they got to eat that. Boat gang or don't bang. 94% chance of making the playoffs. So ain't no Denver fan gonna tell me, us, nothing.
Oh,
They ain't gonna tell us nothing, bro.
Oh, bro, sick on it, bro. That boy,
Bruh,
I thought
they
my
not gonna
boy
tell
was
us
sick.
nothing,
That
you
boy
dig?
sick of you Bronco fans.
Sick of these Broncos fans, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just hating. I can't stand it. I can't stand it, bro. Like,
Can't stand it,
jeez.
dog. I love it, man. I love it, bro. But I'm telling you, immaculate vibes are all throughout, man. Great game that we're gonna unpack
For
here
sure.
today. Just still on the high, bro. Like it was just like the next day. It was just like, man, that felt amazing, man. It felt amazing to get the last home dub, much needed home, much needed
Absolutely.
win, much needed win, and wasn't looking good to begin with. But hey, nevertheless, it's 4 quarters. 4 quarters, man. 4 quarters.
Absolutely.
So you got anything else you want to say before we get started?
Man, we got all show, bro. We gonna talk about it all show. So, if you a Broncos fan visiting the page today or tapping in or streaming, liking, subscribing, hating, you know what I'm saying, from the nosebleeds, this gonna be a good one. Let's get it.
Good one, man. Let's get to the recap, brother.
Yes, sir.
The recap, man. So I'll start it off, man. I'll tell you straight up and down, bro. The first drive we came out 3 and out flat.
Man.
3 and out, just nothing. I was like, oh man, okay. I was like, okay. Cool. Settle down. But then Broncos came, 10-play, 72-yard drive, and I'm just like, here we go. Here we go, bro. No, not today. Cannot do this. Please don't do this. We come back.
Yeah.
We had a huge third down conversion that they played off of an offsides penalty, and Palmer caught it for 24 yards, man, down to the 3-yard line on that drive. Crucial. And we did something we hadn't done in a while.
What's that, bro?
We got a running touchdown.
Oh, man. Talk
We
about
got
it.
a running touchdown. Gus
Talk
Edwards
about
for
it.
1 yard,
Yes,
untouched,
sir.
unscathed, into the end zone like it was nothing. But prior to that, man, V had a big 19-yard. V had a big 19-yard run on that. But Gus capped it off with that 1-yard run, and I was just like, absolutely. Okay. I was like, okay, we in. We 7-7, we in here. We are in here. Then defense. Bo Nix comes back and just shreds it. Starts making him look like he was just an elegant quarterback. He scrambles, and then they got like a deep. He hit Courtney Sutton for 18 yards deep over the middle.
I don't know how we kept forgetting that Cortland Sutton was out there. Like, it's literally the only receiver on the field.
Bro. And on this play, I turned to you, and I said, Brodie, they're not going to run the ball.
You did say this.
I said, Sean Payton isn't going to run the ball. He's going to show you some motion, and he's going to do a play action, and he's going to throw it to the tight end.
Yeah, you did say that, man. You had the insight on as a Sean Payton disciple, I should say. You definitely had all the insight on what he was going, and everything you said was law.
If Sean Payton does this and he flips it over, it's a pass play. It's a pass play. I've been watching him my whole time in New Orleans.
And why was you watching? Just a reminder.
I was, locked in with the Saints, fan. My home squad, man.
There you
my
go.
Home squad.
There you go.
And I'm not sorry about it. I love the Saints and I love the Chargers.
There you go.
I'm here.
Both things can be true. You know what I mean? This isn't at Lightning Strike Podcast, you know what I'm saying? This isn't a one side or the other, or a definitive, hard set in the stones. We welcome you with open arms there, Brother Nova. So,
and he concluded that drive with a play action pass to the tight end Burton. 14-7 Broncos. I said, bro, I don't know why they plan to run. Sean Payton will be on the 1-yard line. He will throw a pass. Doesn't matter, bro. It's Sean Payton. He loves to pass the ball. That's what he does. So don't get caught with all emotion. But we come down, big first down catch and run by Ladd for 27 yards, and then Stone Smart came up with a 12-yard. So drive is looking amazing, looking good, but we got stopped on the 31, and we had to settle for a field goal, 14-10. Okay, no harm, no foul. Cool. Then they start converting third downs.
like crazy.
And then he hit James for a 50-yard play. Just ridiculous, bro. It shouldn't have happened, bro. I just looked.
Chunk play, shredding us pretty bad. I think another point of note just with all of this, right, is we talking we couldn't stop them.
Nope.
Early. I mean, basically first half, there was zero resistance from the defense. You spoke about Bo Nix looking, elegant. That man was top tier.
Man,
tier 1 first half.
He looked unstoppable.
Playing us. There was nothing that we could do, or we just wasn't getting a read on what Sean Payton was trying to do. A lot of these plays was repeat plays, and for some reason, they kept catching us off guard. But go ahead.
And the thing I wanna highlight about this, the pass attack, and I think they knew, is we had to move Derwin to free safety because of the loss of Hart. with the concussion. So they had to move him to free safety when he is vital in the slot position at strong safety, helping to stop the run, helping to stop the tight end, locking up the tight end, locking up the middle. Him and Hanley just switching off with that, but him having to be in a free safety position kind of took him out of what he's been doing all season, being able to roam, because he's small, but he's mighty.
Yeah,
and he plays like a linebacker. He hits like a linebacker.
Yeah, exactly. He play a lot bigger than what he is.
And he's fast enough to. He got good hip movement to stick with your tight end. So him coming down and playing that and run support, having to go back to free safety. But that's why we end up signing Eddie Jackson. We'll talk about that later. So they capped that off with a 6-yard pass. And it was briefly they threw a flag, but they picked it up. Ref ruled no foul on that play. Touchdown. They up 21-10, and it's just like, man, we ain't getting in the shootout because we kicking field goals, they scoring. So it ain't a shootout. And then we start struggling. We get a quick 3-and-out. It was just poor third down play design. Palmer couldn't hold on to the ball in the deep pass. He did get knocked, but he couldn't hold on to it. So they come back. Bo Nix breaks off a 15-yard run, and I was just like, bro.
We talked about this on the last show. Actually, we've been talking about this for the last couple of shows, just talking about keeping that containment, maybe keeping somebody at SPY. Our last 4 weeks, we've been playing mobile quarterbacks.
Yep.
And all of them have kind of gashed us, to a degree.
Gashed us. But the boy Bosa came through with an 8-yard sack. That was, man.
Needed it.
We needed. That was a momentum-changing sack because it forced them to punt. Because they was about to score again. They were down there, and he helped stall the drive. Boom. And so then we come back, 2 first down catches by Ladd, kept the chains moving, but then Herbert threw an interception. Threw it behind the receiver.
Behind Palmer. It was a little late.
Yep. Super late, and they picked it off, and that was like, dang. We was moving the ball pretty good. Came out, hitting Ladd doing Ladd things. Ladd was locked in.
Yeah, he was.
Locked in. He finished the game with 6 catches, and he had 6 targets. So anything you was throwing to Ladd, the Ladd was catching. Gladly. So we threw the interception. Defense came back, man. That was another big stop. They got a 3-and-out, made them punt, and that's when everything shifted in the NFL, around Twitter, around every ecosystem. On that punt, they went for a fair. Davis went for a fair catch. Got fair catch interference, gave us a 15-yard penalty, put us in position to try something that hadn't been tried since '76, bro. A free kick, a fair catch free kick. So
very obscure NFL rule that many was finding out about in real time, probably on the broadcast and everything. Because even the people that we were sitting around was like, "What's going on?" Like,
you normally don't see, like I say, 76 was the last one. But if you watch a lot of high school football, they do attempt a lot of fair catch kicks in high school football because you don't have strong leg punters, and sometimes they give them good field position, and the team would just do a fair kick, a fair catch kick, free kick after that. So you don't see it too much in the NFL because you got punters that are just great, awesome with their legs. That 15-yard penalty is what really helped us. That's what really helped us. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, that was it right there.
And Cam came out and nailed a 57-yard free kick, bro.
Hey, look.
Crowd went crazy. The energy shifted. Everybody was lighting up Twitter, a.k.a. X. Everybody was on Facebook. You just seen the moment just go. People are crazy, going crazy in the stadium. They're like, whoa, what the world?
3 things is for certain. God, taxes, and Cam Dicker.
The kicker.
At kicker, my boy got a leg on him, though. Boot.
Cannon, baby. Friday cannon.
I mean, just like you said, the energy definitely shifted in the stadium. That ball went through the end zone. You know, we only down 8.
Yeah, baby.
But the you can see it sparks in the stadium now.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's sparks where for the better part of a quarter and a half, it's pretty quiet on our part. I mean, we made a little noise, you know what I'm saying, with everybody make noise for the third down, make some noise or whatever, and it was like, but they was converting. Mm-hmm. So it would be like, or whatever. Yeah. So, and then I think after the pick, it was really like,
like, it was kind of defeated because it was just like,
that was a little deflating for sure. And so watching that ball go through, you know what I'm saying, the uprights was like, oh, wow. I mean, and even if you was just only celebrating for this particular moment because you just understood the magnitude of that kick and him just putting it in, that was like hooking up the jumper cables to that old, you know, Caprice Classic, that box Chevy. You know what I'm saying? We jump starting now.
Exactly, man. And so we go into halftime. That was like electric, man. Everybody's just sitting there. We just talking. We locked in, and we just like, yo, this is crazy. 57-yard, boom. He boomed it. I thought it was 65 at first because of where they had originally had placed the ball.
Right.
But then because they didn't announce it was a free kick until I was like, when they lined up, I was like, oh, he's doing a free kick. I was like, yo.
I know. Everybody was trying to figure out what was going on.
And then they come back out. Broncos get the ball after half. Drive is looking good. They fumble the ball on that drive, the Broncos do, and they recover it. So I was like, dang, man. That was a nice hit, too.
Mm-hmm.
But they got the ball back. Then they did some trickery. They did a flea flicker. They only got 2 yards off of it. But then they converted a fourth down on a screen pass that extended their drive, and they ended up getting the field goal.
I think that screen was to Cortland Sutton?
I think so.
I feel like it was, but yet again, like of all the people on the field to lose track of in this moment, like we lose track of him. Like,
why are we losing track of him?
Yeah, it's the only receiver on the team. Like for real. Like how did we lose track of him? I would rather for some, random to beat us on fourth and whatever than the known catcher on the team to get it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So then they end up getting a field goal off that. Will Lutz came in, booted it.
Mm-hmm.
Gave him 24-13 lead, man. And it's just like, man, we're just sitting there. We're like, okay, not in a bad position.
No, not at all.
Not gonna panic. We're gonna lock in. We're gonna come back. Came back. Big first down run by Herbert for 18 yards. Then he found Smart wide open all the way down to the 15-yard on the Broncos.
Shout out Stone Smart. Another solid contribution.
And then we got a roughing the passer penalty on a key down. Gave us a first down. And then we did something again. The boy Gus Edwards rushed for another touchdown. Holy cow, bro.
We up 2 for the Gus
Holy
bus.
Cow.
We
the Gus bus has touched down for 2 tugs now, bro. It is, I mean, I said in the pregame show, we have to establish the run by any means necessary.
By any
means necessary. Whether it's we just doing some design runs for A-Bear, or Gus is loading the bus up, all the kids on there, and finding the lanes. And he found the end zone.
That drive was pretty important, pretty significant, yes. Right? Because we saw a blend of Justin Herbert using his arm and his legs.
Yes.
So I took a couple of things, couple of takeaways from that. Just understanding, I think he understood the moment. And we talked about, him being injured. Obviously, he had the ankle injuries. The knee situation from a couple of games ago where he got kneed and it took a knee basically to like the thigh area. So he's pretty banged up. But watching him take off either let me know that he's willing to do whatever it takes to win, and just understanding that we have to keep these guys honest with running the ball.
Very, very, very true.
Yeah, so that definitely happened on that drive, and Denver was a little on defense off balance because they didn't really know what to play for, and he was just throwing darts.
Man,
bro, he was
locked
strikes.
in after that interception. Man, he was locked in.
These were some strikes for sure.
He was fully engaged, and so then we go for a 2-point. We don't get the 2-point, and we're now Broncos still up 24-19, but momentum have shifted. Everybody is no more. It's no urgency. It's a sense of, hey, we can win this game. We can win this game. We hunker down. We get going. We can win this game. Defense said, hey, we're going to help y'all. They got a 3-and-out, almost interception by James on the beautiful play.
What a play.
Man, he just came out of nowhere.
A half second sooner, and he done jumped this entire route.
Yes.
It was nice. I mean, it was a tussle, a struggle. Receiver, D-back, who's got rightful control of the ball or whatever. Of course, they
possession goes
side
to the
with the
offense.
To the offense. But I mean, if he had just got there a tick,
man, he
sooner,
jumped. He jumped like a bear, like rah!
Yeah, like just. Yeah, a tick sooner, and that would have been an interception right there. That would have been a turnover on downs right there at like the 30 or something like that. Crazy field position.
And then so they punt the ball. That was a good, crucial 3-and-out. Got him off the field quick. So Palmer came out, got a first down, and we got aided by a horse collar tackle. Then the boy Ladd made a big play, man.
Word to Ladd, yo.
Man, word to Ladd, man. And I'm going to just tell you something, man.
What's that, bro?
This is when you said it in a previous show. You said Justin Hebert going to have one of these games where these game-defining moments in these games. You said, and it's got to be that game.
Did not say it.
And
did not say it.
Justin Hebert has arrived.
Did not say it. Did not say it.
He scrambles to the left, going against his body, makes one of the most ridiculous passes you've ever seen in football.
Tough.
Dropped it. I'm talking about he when he was going. Now imagine you're going to your left. You're scrambling as a quarterback. Going
all
to
the
your
momentum
left.
is taking you left.
He has to square up, off balance, throws a football 19 yards into the breadbasket of Davis, who didn't even have to do nothing.
Who's on the move.
Yeah, on the move, and he's going the opposite way, and he threw it the opposite way of his body and bent it around the cornerback. Like I don't even know how he did it. It shouldn't even happen.
And falling down.
Yes. And he wasn't even playing it when he did it. He was falling down when he threw it, and he somehow bent it like Beckham, and it went around the DB into the breadbasket of Davis. It was just such a beautiful throw and a beautiful catch. And it was like, oh, it's game on after that, bro. And you knew we was going to win when Palmer got that toe tap 2-point conversion.
Listen, that Palmer play, I think this is when they talk about like everybody who's in the league is in the league. Like,
yeah, baby.
Like this was one of those. Like you didn't have to be a Palmer fan. You didn't have to be a Chargers fan. This was literally just a fan of football watching this man basically tip a jump ball, go get it, have the awareness to have both toes in the green, stay in bounds, and catch this ball that really he had no business catching. We probably should have been 0-2 on 2-point conversion attempts. But like you said, I think this is the moment that we all was like, the gods have shown mercy.
Yes.
And today is our day.
Today, I was like, bro, we started jumping up and down like kids in the candy shop. Like, oh my God, bro, this is it. I was like, that's it. Brodie said, A-Bag gonna have to have that defining game and that defining moment, and that was it, man. He like when you see a player lay it out there, that's a lay it out there moment.
This definitely was.
That's a lay it out there moment. And then we go into we go into Broncos. We stopped the Broncos. They came out, got a first down, but they couldn't capitalize on it. That was another crucial down. We forced a punt on that drive, and then
the third. By the way, we on the third punt, I believe.
Yeah, and so A-Bear came out. They was putting pressure on them. They started blitzing them.
Yep.
O-line started struggling to pick up the blitz, man, and then we shanked the punt that gave the Broncos decent field position.
J.K. Scott was selling. Oh, man, he was selling.
Man.
Selling.
Man.
I want him tested.
Gotta test him. And
expeditiously.
Then Broncos got the ball back. And they looked like they was going to do something, man. But somebody we hadn't said all year, somebody we hadn't talked about all year.
Who that, man?
Hey, big-time players show up at big-time moments.
That is what they say.
Bud Dupree.
Ooh, he came off that edge, ain't it?
That sack, man, was... And I had just said, remember I said, why is Bosa off the field? I looked at it and said, why is Bosa off the field? Oh, my... What are we doing? Bud Dupree say, nah, don't worry about it, big fella. Don't worry about it, big fella.
I got you.
I got you, big fella.
Came off that edge. Oh!
And he said, I was just so happy he was like this.
I ain't gonna say it no more.
I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on his name.
Man, three of y'all.
And then we got the game-winning drive going on. But at first, man, our boy was doing good, man. QJ was making some plays, and then he dropped something that would have been a first down. And we was just like,
this
I was like, are we going to do the Chargers thing? This is what we do?
Yeah,
we fight back?
This drop, though, was like, I don't think you could have more of a catch. Like, caught. Like, it's caught. This didn't hit your hands. It's in your hands. You are holding the ball. And then he drops it. Like,
yes.
If you ever watched, yeah, exactly. Like I mean, I'm sure most people watch college football, and when somebody get like a pick six, kickoff return, something like that, and they get to like the 1 yard line and they drop the ball before hitting the end zone. This is kind of what that felt like. Like the ball's in his hand, all you got to do is turn around and go upfield, and it's like, oh no.
In my mind, that's all that shit.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
I just was like,
oh no, QJ,
and
you got that in your hands,
boy. If you don't get,
man, that was tough.
Nevertheless, your boy, again, game defining moment. We need him.
Talk about it.
Breaks off a 16-yard run like it was nothing.
Skedaddled right on up out of there.
Hey man, listen. If you had any doubts about Justin Hebert and him being a gamer and him being locked in, bro, I just want to say this, Brodie. This is for you. This is what you told the world.
Friend here, Justin. He's already taken, and he's cracked at Fortnite, my guy.
He was cracked. He was cracked, bro. My boy broke out that 16-yard run, and then something we've been waiting for. Since JK went down, this is something we've been missing. This is something we needed. This is something we wanted, and we've been asking for it. Establish it. Greg, don't abandon it. Greg, don't abandon it. Greg say, all right, bro, I got you. I got Lightning Strike podcast, but because I've been tapped in with y'all. I know what y'all want. Hey, let me give it to Gus. Gus bust for the 43-yard run. Not a pass, a run. Y'all don't understand. I don't think nobody's hearing me, bro.
My boy ran like he meant it.
That boy ran, and he ran angry. It was an angry run.
I'm talking about hit somebody,
mush somebody,
gave somebody a ha-ha, One of them got him up out of there, gave somebody the stick. It was, and it was by that time, stadium on fire.
Man.
Stadium on fire.
Man, that cornerback was like this.
I came down.
Stadium was on fire. If y'all wondering, you know what I'm saying, if you're a fan of the page, especially on TikTok, you know what I mean, there's a clip with Nova saying beautiful run. This is what this is the post reaction to Gus making this run with him saying beautiful run. Gotta love it.
That's
gotta
what
love
we
it.
need, man. That's what we need. And then pass to nobody's open. They blitzed him. Nobody's open. He moves the pocket, scrambles, drop it out to Haskins, and he makes an upcut. Ooh, I was like this when I seen it. I was like, the defender when he broke them ankles.
What do you say?
He needs some milk.
He broke all his ankles, his soul, everything left his body. He was over there on another. He went to Carson. He thought we was playing at Carson. That's how bad it was. For 30 yards, man. Put us up 34-24, bro. We was like, hey, yeah, we done.
Hey, we was popping it after that, wasn't we? Couldn't.
It was done. We was waving at fans. We put the Broncos out. It was like this.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
We like, y'all bye.
Yeah.
Bye. Get out of here, Broncos.
We're talking about nothing. That's what we're talking about. Nothing. That's what we was on.
And it's just those pivotal plays, those two, that throw from Hebert and that run by Hebert to help lock the game up, and that run by Gus to just put it out, put us down there and get that last score, bro. That's what we need from the Chargers. That second half team is what we need.
I think that drive just in general just spoke to a lot of grit, a lot of heart of that team. Just for weeks, not just us, not just the podcast. Everybody been begging Gus to give us something. In the absence of JK, right? And he do exactly that on this drive, right? You talk about Haskins, you know what I'm saying? Just next man up mentality. Haven't said too much about him, but he catch the ball and he, you know what I mean, for 30 plus yards or whatever. It's like, dang, you watching Justin Herbert just do his thing and be one of the elite quarterbacks in this league as he is. I think all of that was on display that drive, and understanding the moment, because it was like we can't give these dudes the ball back without putting points on the board. And not only, we'd have been cool with getting the 3, but to get that 7 was like the dagger. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that come back from it.
That was a dagger. That was a knockout punch. Took all the air, deflated their little ball, went home. And all of that was on display that drive, man. So, shout out them boys. Showed a lot of grit, a lot of heart. The whole game, but definitely on that drive, man. It was something to see. And if you wasn't in SoFi, I sure do hate that, man. We've been telling y'all where to be at for weeks now. So that's on you.
And anything that was your final thoughts, we're gonna move on. But before we move on, I gotta shout out Coach D for his lockdown defense on X. Big D, Dwayne, he came through, man.
Yeah, for sure,
Bro,
definitely.
He traveled all the way from Maryland, bro.
Love.
All the way from Maryland to lock in on this game, bro. That's how big it was for him, man.
And was a fan. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like that was crazy too. I think we hit Electric Avenue, and it was a lot of people who recognized us just from what we've been doing or whatever. But definitely to him. So appreciate him for coming all the way out, like you said. My man came all the way from the East Coast, first Chargers game of the season. So
and we gave him a dub, bro. Chargers
and we put on a show for him.
He went back happy, bro.
Yeah, can't ask for nothing else.
So moving along, man, we're gonna go into top contributors, bro.
Yes,
top
sir.
contributors, man. So who's your top contributor?
My top contributor, man. I'm gonna go with Gus as my top contributor. 14 carries, 68 yards, 2 tutties. And we needed every single yard. I don't think it was so much about like the totality of how many yards he had as when they came in the game. It was like every time we needed a big push, a big conversion, or just that keep the drive going type of run. He was right there. Took advantage of some key blocking, definitely in the red zone. He slid in the end zone for 2 touchdowns. We needed both of those, and just by far, bro, his best game of the season, easily,
Hands down,
without
man.
a doubt, no disputing. And so, I know, you know what I'm saying, maybe Gus was watching the podcast. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But we was very critical of him last show.
Rightfully so, though.
Yeah,
Rightfully
right.
so.
You know,
Rightfully
justifiably so.
We ain't gonna rag on you if you don't deserve it.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
We
Like,
know you got to do
and he responded. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you love to see it. The moment couldn't have been no bigger than what it was, and he responded. So, Gus, you know, from us, hey Brodie, Lightning Strike podcast, top contributor to you, man, in this Denver's Bronco game. Hell of a game, bro, and we definitely needed it.
I'm gonna say my top contributor was the offensive line, man. They held up. They bend. We gave up 2 sacks on 31 dropbacks. But like the key in all this, I want people to understand.
For sure.
31 attempts passing, 28 rushing attempts. Perfect game. Perfectly called game. That's what you need for that. That's what you need for that, because you got to have that perfect balance. Last game we only ran 8 times. This game we ran it 28 times. Much needed change, much needed difference, and it showed. We got a dub. We got 2 touchdowns out of it. We didn't abandon the run. We handed it off to Gus 14 times. He got us 68 yards. Beautiful thing, man. Beautiful thing. And like I say, offensive line gave me a couple pancakes, not as many as I like. They gave me a couple pancakes, and but we got it. They did what they're supposed to do, and I appreciate that. So that's my top contributor. I'll say the offensive line, because they bent, but they didn't break, and they came through with some nice running lanes in the end to give Gus that big run and lock it up.
Yeah, definitely.
So, off that, and Justin had a great game, 284 yards. Passing, he had the 1 interception and 2 touchdowns. Offensive, the team had great even contribution. Ladd had 6 for 87. He had 6 targets. Joshua had 3 for 41. 6 targets. And QJ had 3 for 18. He was on 6 targets. So, but Davis stepped up big time. Darius Davis stepped up big time, man. He stepped up big time. But much needed, man. Much needed. So, anything to add to that?
I think as far as contributors go, I mean, yours was a little more broad in shouting out the O-line. Mine was more singular in shouting out Gus Edwards. But I think there was a lot of top contributors this game. I think we could have went a lot of different directions with that. I mean, Hanley alone had like 10 tackles.
Bro, that dude's just a one man tackling machine, bro.
He
that
all
boy
over
just
the place,
he just
flying
everywhere,
around, just pure action. He with the business. He in every play, like
every play, bro. I was just like,
yeah, you got him. Like you said, Davis is out there doing his thing. There were so many people who could have, been a definitely a top contributor.
Yeah.
It was just a complete game. Cameron Dicker could have been a top contributor. You know what I'm saying? Like that kick is what jump started it all for all intents and purposes. So we could have went a lot of places, man. There was a lot of people who definitely did that thing, and we needed every last bit of it. So that's my final thoughts.
All right. So moving on, man, to Gots to Do More.
Whew.
Who you got, man? Who you got?
My Gots to Do More. Gots to. It just gots to. Bro. Khalil Mack, you had one tackle this game, bro. And that ain't it. That's just not it, man. Like, we need more from you, bro. We need the pressures. We need the hurries. We need you blowing up plays. We need all of that. And just, I know he's only been back for like a couple of games. But as a definite anchor to this defense, we just got to have more. Like, and especially weeks to come, you know, for if you asking me, we going to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Big fan, real believer. So, you know what I'm saying? We going to the playoffs. We going to need you, Mac. We going to need you, you know, messing up some of these plays, blowing up some of these plays. So
we need that vet injury. Just you know what? If you're saving it for the playoffs, I'm with you.
Yeah, and just say that.
Yeah, just say you're saving it for the playoffs.
Text your boy and just be like, man, chill. I got you. And I'd be like, all right, bro, I'm going to chill. You know what I'm saying?
At some point, I'm gonna need you to be the most feared man on that line again, because it was a point in his career, bro, where he was unblockable.
It was a point with the Chargers, like, you know what I'm saying. It's not that point is so far removed. It's just, you know, I'm hoping this was just a one-off, two-off, a bad game. Like, all right, cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe we just mention it, we keep it moving. We ain't got to talk about it no more. But we going to need you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody done kind of got they little Gots to Do Mo's who need to pick it up. We done been mostly offense for the last couple of weeks, last couple of episodes. So I'm going to switch mine to defense and just say, as one of them guys that we know you to be, we need more from you, Khalil Mack. So that's my Gots to Do More.
Mine's... And this is a vet. I don't know if he's slowing down, but like the dude that sit next to you is a machine, but he got hurt. I understand. Perriman, Denzel Perriman.
Mm-hmm.
I just need more out of you when you out there, bro. I just need more out of you. I don't know if the injuries are adding up. You old, what, bro? But I really do need more from you. Because the team needs you. Like your buddy, your counterpart, is going off.
He going crazy.
So where you at? Where you at?
It might be the injuries. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of, he got hurt that game. You know what I'm saying? He out with a hamstring. So he might be a little dinged up out there trying to give it effort. But it's either you out there or you not at this point of the season. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So another thing, man, is we did have 70,000 fans, but it wasn't 70,000 powder blue fans. The attendance was 70,240. Not powder blue, though. Not powder blue. I've seen a lot of stanky orange in there. So take that for what it is.
And maybe that's the guys to do better.
Yeah.
It's okay to challenge, you know what I'm saying, the home team. It's okay.
We got to do better at putting our butts in the seats, man.
We can't call nobody else out until we call ourselves out.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We got to look ourselves in the mirror, for sure. And so maybe that's the guys to do better. The fans, we got to do better.
A game defining divisional game, and we had more orange than we had powder blue. A game that is for playoff seeding, to keep us in the playoff talks, a winning team.
I don't know if it was more orange, but maybe it was just
too much orange.
Too much orange, yeah. More than we would have liked to see.
I ain't gonna lie, it was loud on third down for us. Like,
yeah, like that, and that's why I say I don't think it was more Broncos fans in there. I think there was absolutely more than we would have liked to see, given the significance of the game, given the magnitude, given that it's a division rival, given that we at home. It's easier for us to make it to SoFi than a Denver fan flying all the way in. But side note to that, there are a lot of converted Los Angeles fans or Los Angeles natives that are Denver fans. We talked to a whole bunch of people.
The whole road that we was on.
Was like, road. Oh yeah, I'm from LA. I live in LA.
I live here.
My mom, my dad were Denver fans, so I'm a Denver fan.
The lady next to me, she told me, she was like, oh, my grandmother was a season ticket holder for the Denver Broncos. We're Los Angeles natives, and we're Denver Broncos fans. We've been on a waiting list for 15 years because she gave up her tickets before she died. I said, your grandmother was trying to do you a favor. You should just go and put this powder blue on. Should have gone and just put this powder blue on. She was trying to tell you something. She was trying to, now look at you, waiting 15 years for what?
Bo Nix.
And she's a season ticket holder for the Chargers. She's a season ticket holder for the Chargers. I told her you might as well just go and put the powder blue on, because she comes to every game with Denver Bronco gear on. There's that, man, and I'm just like, so moving on to
yes, sir.
Lightning Strike Game MVP. Gotta get through.
Three of them things.
There we go.
Third one, you know what I'm saying?
There we go, man. So who do you have for your Lightning Strike Game MVP, Brodie? Who do you got?
My Lightning Strike Game MVP?
I think we both gonna agree on it.
None other than Jay Herbo.
Jay Herbo.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, 20, I think my boy was like 24 for 31, 21 for 31.
23
for 31, 284 yards, 2 touchdowns.
2 tugs,
28 rushing yards. And we can drop anchor on the 28 rushing yards because that was massive.
Key rushing yards.
Yeah, these was timely rushing yards. We spoke about it earlier, but I just think you watch this man lay it all on the line. True baller, no excuses for this game. And for somebody who's been battling, ankle injuries and all that or whatever, like you would think the mindset would be kind of like, I'm not trying to be as mobile as I possibly could to protect, my ankles, my leg, all of that. Jay Herbo was balling, yo. Like he left the pocket when he needed to, and just aside from that, that pick was in full control of what was going on out there Thursday night.
Had commanded the game.
Yeah, for sure. It wasn't about the numbers, like I said. It was just the timeliness of everything. The 284 yards passing, like it. I mean,
yeah, baby.
284 yards is still putting in some work. But again, it was timeliness. It was third down conversions, which I think we converted 6 for 12, something like that. And the week prior, we didn't convert none.
None.
Just taking that approach, and oftentimes we expect. I mean, I do. I expect every week for Jay Herbo to be great. But personally, if you watched, the last show, I personally challenged Jay Herbo, just saying that this was going to be one of them ones. This was going to be one of those legacy signature type wins that Nova was talking about earlier, and he answered the bell, man. Answered everything. If, like I said, if there was any questions, as if this man got heart, if he's a baller. If he belongs up there with the top tier quarterbacks, like all those questions was answered on Thursday. And if you wasn't in SoFi to see it, live and direct, you missed it. He answered it all.
Yeah, baby.
Additionally, he also went into the record books Thursday himself, as he set the record for most completions in league history before turning 27 years old. So shout out to Justin Herbert, man, J10, I call him Jay Herbo, for just the way to carry, man, the way to be the leader on the field. And if you haven't seen, I don't know if it's the pregame hype up or maybe after halftime hype up. It's probably the pregame hype up of him hyping the team, giving basically his little speech. It is hilarious because you can
stop
tell.
laughing.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can tell this really ain't his thing like that.
But he's coming into his own. That's
Yeah.
a part of the process, man. And that, to me, that's the buy-in. That's the passion and love for the game to step out your comfort zone. Because he seems to be a more reserved, laid-back type of guy, kind of like an introvert.
Absolutely.
But you're starting to see him come out of that and buy all into it, man, and just live in the moment and have fun. Having fun out there, man. That's what it's all about. And he showed it, man. And I agree with everything that you said about him being a lightning strike MVP. You said it before on the pregame show where you said this has to be the game where he defines himself, and he did it. He did it. He came out the second half and he strapped the team on his back and he said, "I'm either gonna run and make these plays, or I'm gonna give it all I got."
Mm-hmm.
And he did. He did, man. I mean, there's nothing more I could ask from him. The stats ain't all gaudy, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But if you watch the game for what it is, then you respect what he did within the game. And you understand that he put it all out there and he left it on the field. And that's all you could ask for. That's all you could ask for. That's that drive when he goes to dig deep and try to find himself. Those moments when he know, I'm that dude, I'm him.
That's it.
I'm him. Ball game. Ball game, coach. Get me out of here. Ball game. And the thing is, what's so crazy is they won the time of possession and they won the turnover battle.
Yep.
Usually, if you lose the time of possession in the turnover battle, you usually come out on the losing side of a game. But, hey, man, Herbert just, that my dog. That my dog.
I don't care what
Right here,
nobody
Justin.
say.
He's already taken, and he's cracked at Fortnite, my guy.
100%. My boy is cracked at that quarterback position, man.
Yes,
Cracked
sir.
at that quarterback. And you can't do nothing but respect it, bro. 'Cause you ain't
Love
gonna
to
check
see it.
So, man, with that, bro, we're gonna have to go into this playoff outlook, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Where does this win put us in the playoff picture? So now we're sitting at 9-6, second in the AFC West. We're tied with the Broncos at 9-6, but we own the tiebreaker because you know what? We got the brooms out and we swept them. So
Talk about
there's
it.
that. We swept you. So we're sitting at number 6. 6 plays 3. And that right now currently the Steelers are sitting at 3. So better than being at 7 and going on the road to Buffalo. Not what you want to do at this time of year. Especially
and not the first playoff game anyway.
No. Not with a Josh Allen. He's hot right now. Probably going to win the MVP if Saquon Barkley doesn't win it. He's probably pretty much a lock to win the MVP. And you don't want to go on that for your first game. But nonetheless, where we go, we're going to go. And Jim Harbaugh going to have these boys. Matter of fact, happy birthday, Jim Harbaugh.
Shout out my boy Jimmy.
Happy birthday, Coach. Happy birthday to you, man. Glorious. Anytime you on this earth for another 4 year, man, it's a blessing.
Another
Don't take it for
revolution.
granted. Yeah,
You
don't
love to
take
see
it for granted, man. Coming off a national championship to coaching the Chargers, turning around a team that was 5-12, and now he
On
got
the
him on the
brink of a
cusp.
playoff berth.
Yes. First year, man. In a rebuild year. We people forget that. This is the rebuild year.
We supposed to be retooling.
Yeah.
We supposed to be tanking for Shador.
Yeah. Now over Jay Herbo. Hell nah. Hey, Shador is good. Don't get me wrong, but not over Jay Herbo.
We supposed to be tanking for Travis.
Yeah, tanking for Travis. That's what we're supposed to be doing, for sure. But it's just glorious. The playoff picture is looking good. Even though Colts, Dolphins, and Bengals win, so they're still nipping at our heels. We win Saturday, we clinch a playoff spot.
Mm-hmm.
So this game is huge. Y'all need to tune in. Those of you who can fly to the game, please go to the game. The tickets are cheap. I'm looking at court field side tickets for that game is like $120 in New England. So if you could hop on a plane and get to Boston and park the car and go to the game, park the car, go to the game, do the thing, man. Please.
You're gonna need a jacket though. Don't you go out there without no jacket on.
Hit us up where the watch party's at, man. We pull up, man. We pull up this Saturday. Let me know where the watch party's at, man. Let me know where the watch party's. Where we gonna watch it. And
yeah, that's a bet. I guess we could step.
Yeah,
be at
the watch parties, man. But right now we're sitting at 6, and it's a beautiful thing. I would love to get to 5, but we need the Ravens to lose out. We need them to lose out. If they don't lose next week, then pretty much highest we can get is 6, because they got the tiebreaker with us. So moving on from that, man. You got anything to say about the playoff outlook?
Not really, bro. I'm just excited. You know, I really do hope we do what we need to do on Saturday, so that Raiders game isn't so much pressure on us. Hopefully we can get a couple of people some rest. Mm-hmm. I don't know how Harbaugh or the coaching staff feels about that. Like, some people, view that different ways, as far as, keep people locked in going all the way into the playoffs, or is this an opportunity, to sit Jay Herbert, sit some of the little banged up people, the Bosa.
I say after this dub. I say if we get this dub, and if the Ravens win, and I think if they're watching the game and they see that the Ravens are going to win. Mm-hmm. Well, no, the Ravens don't even play. We play Saturday, so we wouldn't even know. We just got to handle business. Just go out there and win the game, and I think you can
control
take off.
What we can control and figure the rest out later.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think so, because we still got Broncos nipping at our heels for that six seed, so we're still playing for that.
They got 2 tough games, back-to-back weeks though. So
we'll see. Hopefully we can go on, lock it up. If we win, we clinch. Then we can probably see at the Raiders game if they want to sit some people. Mm-hmm. I think that's the game you do. Not, and it's not to disrespect the Raiders, because that's a divisional game and it's always tough. We always play each other very well, but that's the game you sit. If you win, we win this must-win game Saturday, then you look at possibly sitting them. But moving on to Lightning Vision, man. Lightning Vision. So what are some my moment, my key moment was the running game. I like the way Greg called that game. 28 runs, Greg. You gave me 28 beautiful runs, and I appreciate you for it. That's all I've asked for, is to run the ball.
Yeah, you did ask for that.
It's key, because it's playoffs coming, and, baby, it's cold outside. We got to tuck that ball, and run it. Run it. So, J.K. Dobbins coming back. He's available.
21-day window.
Yes. So, I say we bring him back Saturday, give him a couple carries, get him those hits in the game. You know what I'm saying? Get those hits so he get that feel for it, and then see how that games play out. But we can't go in there just thinking that we already got everything on lock.
Oh no, this is definitely one of those catch games, for sure. If he was just peeping out what was going on around the league, New England played Buffalo on last weekend, and they almost lost. Buffalo almost lost. Like, they really won that game. Like, right at the end, they played them super tough, and made it hard for Josh Allen. He had probably one of his worst games of the season, or not as what we accustomed to with him, especially just airing it out. James Cook really carried on Sunday.
Oh man,
so
he put him on their back, man.
Yeah, so we definitely can get into a mindset. We got some time off, 9 days in between games, in total. But we definitely can't go in there thinking that we got everything sewn up, and because the Raiders love to play spoiler, and you know what I mean. Like, and if we going to Oakland I mean, not Oakland. My apologies. If we go to Vegas with playoffs on the line.
Oh, you know they're gonna play their best game.
Oh, they gonna go crazy. They gonna play everybody's playing. You know what I'm saying? Bo Jackson will be there. They coming out to ruin it. They trying to ruin it. We gonna have to play for our life to get into the playoffs. So I would much rather close this thing out in New England. And when we go to Vegas, it's on some what ifs. Like we chilling for real, man. We ain't even on it being this big of a moment or no nothing like that. We could just hang out. Boys can actually hit the strip and, you know what I'm saying, get it in. Like, this game don't mean nothing.
Exactly. And it's some notable games that we as Chargers fans need to watch. Need to watch the Steelers-Chiefs game and the Texans-Raven game. I don't know who owned the tiebreaker between the two, but if Steelers lose against the Chiefs and the Texans win against the Ravens, they could flip-flop. Let me see if they have the tiebreaker between the two. Let me see if they even have any head-to-head matchups, because that's the first tiebreaker. But that's big. That's huge, man. Meaning if they flip and we stay at 6, we could be drop tops in Houston, man.
Listen, slow, loud, and banging, all in my trunk full of funk. I ain't never been a. You know what I'm saying?
But they lost Tank Dell.
Yeah. Shout out Tank Dell, man. Get well soon.
Yeah.
My man tore his whole leg out the frame, so
Man.
hopefully speedy recovery to him and he back doing what he loved.
I would have to look at so they didn't play each other. So then I think you go to the the schedule. You go in so the division. You go to who got the best record in the division, which would be, what are they sitting at? They're sitting at 9-6. Houston. So they're the AFC South. They're sitting at 9-6. Their division, they're 4-1. So they would jump. They actually would jump the Steelers, because the Steelers are 3-2 in their division.
Okay.
So if Houston wins and Steelers lose, then we could be going to the Steelers.
Steelers?
I mean to
we're
the
going to
Texans.
Houston.
We'd be going to Houston, because they would now become Houston would now become the 3rd seed and Steelers would become the 4th seed. So
and I promise I'm going to Houston. Like y'all heard it here first. You don't meet me there, beat me there for sure. If our playoff game is in Houston, for all things, you know,
that's Wednesday, man. That's Wednesday.
Somebody in the comments, you know what I'm saying, the viewers or whatever, let me know if we play Houston, can you make it? Link with your boy. It's up. I'm telling you. We going to have a ball. We going to have a blast. I'm probably in the building on like Thursday, and we ain't leaving till Monday. So,
yes, sir.
Of course, we going to go support our boys, you know what I'm saying, support the game, but I'm there for all the side missions.
Week 17, man.
I'm telling you, all side quests is going down in Houston. So y'all let us know in the comments, man. We play Houston. Can y'all pull up? You know what I'm saying? Let us know.
Hey, you want to know something crazy, man?
Talk about it.
The Broncos play the Bengals, and the Bengals are fighting for a playoff spot.
As I said, they last 2 games is crazy. They play the Bengals and I think the Chiefs. They last 2 games, maybe the Broncos.
They play.
Not like they watching us.
You got that broom out for you, player. Popcorn, player. So they play Kansas City last. Last.
And now you gotta hope Kansas City sitting they players.
Hey, if they mess around and lose to the Bengals, Kansas City could be dirty and play everybody to make sure you
and
lose.
ruin it for them.
And ruin your playoff chances.
And get them up out of here. But you know, Denver fans, they can be like, we almost beat y'all. We had them cheated in the field goal. Yeah.
So, I mean, bro, this is crazy, man. This is crazy, bro. Going
These
into
last couple of
17
weeks.
Yeah. When they changed the NFL schedule to make it impactful, these last games, that they did right. It's exciting until the end.
Yeah,
it's
for
exciting.
sure.
It's a nail biter to the end, man. So stay tuned. This starting Wednesday, it's gonna be some man. I am tuned in to both those games. The Chiefs game.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm tuned into the Ravens game. Ravens and Texas game. Chiefs and Steelers, Ravens and Texans. I need the Chiefs to beat the Steelers, and I need Texans to beat the Ravens. So we can be in H-Town drop top on Swangers, popped up on 3.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me? So definitely need that, man. But you got any final thoughts about that, Brodie?
Nah, man. I think we pretty much covered what needs to happen, and so we'll just wait and see.
Yeah, so before we close it out, man, I just wish we had more home games, Brodie.
We needed one more for sure.
I need to just be down at Electric Avenue.
Yeah, for sure.
I just need to. I don't think y'all understand. I'm telling you, man. Electric Avenue is where it's at, where it starts at, where you pregame for the game.
Yes, sir.
I promise you, if you just come down Electric Avenue, you're gonna be full and you're gonna be tipsy.
Yes, sir.
I'm just saying, you're gonna have a great time.
Love. It's all love up there.
You're gonna be hyped up. You're gonna be ready to go. You're gonna be fired up. That's our pregame before the game.
Man, shout out to the lady. I don't know if you got her information, but she gave us the shots. With like the Chamorro and stuff like on the rim. She had the Osmo, you know what I'm saying? And we vibed for a couple of seconds, but she gave us shots on like the strength of just watching us like kind of do our thing, man. So shout out to her. If you watching, if you listening, you probably know who you are. Can't imagine how many people up through there had the Osmo going. So definitely shout out to her. So many people, man, just engaged with us and, you know, show love and food and drink and just, man, we was pulled up, and by the time we make it to the game, you own one already. You ain't got to do too much when you get in there.
At all, bro. At all. Just fire the cannons when I get in there. That's all.
That's it. That's all I'm really asking for. I don't really need too much after that. Just
throw some strikes in there, man. Fire them cannons, man. Because I'm already good, man.
Yeah,
I just give you my spam musabi. What is Mitsubishi? What is it? I can't even say it. But just give me the spam.
Yeah.
Spam musabi.
Spam going up.
And I'm in there, bro. I'm in there. I'm full of that. I'm ready to go. It's on game time, and the boys out there doing what they're supposed to do, man.
Definitely.
So
definitely,
we'll be back for our pregame. What day we gonna do it? Thursday, day after Christmas. What do you think? Thursday or Friday? What you want to get the people?
I would say probably Friday.
Friday.
You want to take in what those games is gonna be.
I say Thursday. My
Okay.
son he got playoff games. I mean,
for sure. Thursday then. We ain't on
Thursday. We in that joint. We in that joint. We'll see y'all Thursday, man. Definitely. But for the pregame, so we got that straight. What you got, Brodie? You got anything from the listeners?
Closing segments. So we talked about. Pretty basic. We go to New England on Saturday. We win. We in the playoffs. Pretty simple. We ain't already topped on that. So we ain't going to discuss that too much. We ain't going to beat that dead horse, as they say. So we'll get into a little fan engagement, man. As always, Lightning Strike Podcast, man. We do it for y'all. We love the engagement. As we say, right, wrong, and different.
Yes.
Whether you love it, whether you hate it. And definitely after this week, they hated it, cuz. They hated it on everything I love. They hated it.
They hated cuz.
They hated it, cuz. Oh, my God. They was tight. So we gonna get into it a little bit, man. Our first fan engagement, we got SLP King, who says, one of the worst franchises in the NFL. SLP King, listen. You know how salty you gotta be
I know it's
after
blood
your
pressure high.
team lose to go to the rival team's fan page and troll. Look at him. Look at him. Emotional. He emotional.
He needs some milk.
Yeah, all of that. He emotional. Us, one of the worst franchises in the league. What does that say about y'all, SLP King?
Because we got a broom, didn't it?
We done washed them twice.
With the old washboard.
Light work.
The washboard.
The lightest. We done washed y'all, bro. What we talking about? Talking about nothing. That's what we talking about. We ain't talking about nothing.
It's just
You know,
gonna tell
packed
you, man.
y'all
Boy,
out
if you don't
twice. Packed y'all out twice.
Get
So,
him out of here, man.
you know what I'm saying? Miss me with all the hating. Somebody get Buddy some milk. He out of here.
Big time.
So next we got username Nope.
Why are you gay? Why are you gay?
Username Nope says, you realize there was more Broncos fans than there were Chargers fans, right? Pathetic fan base. Nope, I didn't realize that.
No more.
Because I was too busy winning. Turn
Winning,
me
baby.
up.
Hey, bro. Gotta
Turn, turn me up. Nope, I ain't noticed nothing. I was too busy on the winning side, bro. I couldn't notice anything that you was talking about because I was
Brodie.
I was winning. My bad, dog. You know what I'm
Winning too
saying?
much.
Get him out of here too. He emotional.
No.
You know what I'm saying? That's 2-0. We done swept y'all for the season.
Sometimes
So-
maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Maybe. So we'll see you next season. Nope, we won't.
Why
So-
are you gay?
We didn't get we didn't gave all the haters enough attention, man. So
Yeah.
let me move on to the positive people. Cisco Martinez 130 says, bro, I need this kind of vibe next time I go to a game. # bolt up, bro. You got to pull up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I can't
Electric
stress
Avenue.
the vibes enough. Electric Avenue, you know, the alley, like just everything that's going on, man, is immaculate vibes, bro. So pull up on us. Definitely next year or next season, we plan to do it bigger, better, stronger, faster. Just everything is gonna be locked in, man. So keep rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? Keep watching. We'll have information coming out about where we headed in the direction. But I can already tell you, man, the feedback's been positive. So those vibes will come for you, my boy, if you tap in with us.
Yes, indeed, they will.
Next we got ITZZ Snooze. He says the comeback was insane. So glad I was there to experience. Me too, bro. Me too. I'm glad I was in the building. I'm glad I was able to muster up a couple of coins and make it to the building. You know what I'm saying? But watching it in person, just watching everything that went on that game, man, it was crazy. So definitely shout out. It was insane, the experience, and I hope for everybody. Next season we've been on a campaign 70,000. We hope to turn it around and get more powder blue in the building, especially when we can, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Come get the vibes pregame and then get in the building and just, you know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
Live it up. It's an amazing arena, amazing stadium. It's Southern California. It's Los Angeles. Like,
Hey,
what
Brodie.
else are you doing on Sunday, bro? Like,
They ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing if you ain't in powder blue in that parking lot at Electric Avenue, Thunder Alley. You ain't doing nothing. I don't know where
come
a
tap
better
in with us. You know what
a
I'm saying?
better
Come-
environment, a better place to be than at SoFi Stadium in powder blue
Yeah,
with your boys.
it's nothing
With
else.
your boys.
I
I'm
got,
telling y'all, man. Season tickets on sale
Right now.
right now.
Joe Melissa A says, what a game last night. Absolutely. In reference to last Thursday. Definitely one of them ones. And we got the dub. And MXAH COM says the atmosphere at SoFi was crazy. Love that I watched that game in person. Same. Vibes was crazy. Atmosphere was crazy. Gus broke that 40 plus yard run, and that place erupted. I know we erupted if man, nobody else.
I was so lit, bro. I was jumping up and down like a kid. My phone went flying.
This phone did go flying. It was like the next 2 rows, like, bro, way too amped right now. I'm way too turned. Excuse me, can you pass me that phone back, please?
That's the moments you live for, bro. That's the moments you enjoy. That's the moments why you come to the stadium, bro. For those moments right there, bro. And I just got to say this, bro. I got to add this to it.
Word got back about them little marks who jacked you in here.
To you, Bronco fan. Word got back.
Yeah, little Buster.
Little Buster.
Then we got, let's see, Jamie Ixty, IGSTI says, thank you, Bolts. So proud of my boys. Chargers.
Yes,
I agree, man. So proud. It was nice to see, man. Like I said, just knowing the magnitude of the game and everything that went on. Clutch. Got username Stimulu Check. Says, hell yeah, I got to witness that. Same. And then lastly, G Money 13 Cali says, come on down, show you a good time in regards to Electric Avenue. And that's the type of love them guys, gals, and everybody is putting out,
man.
Over there. They welcoming everybody, man. Like I said, we walked down, we made some laps, man, and it was just like, yo, here's a drink, here's a shot, here's some food,
tacos.
Eat. Check the vibes out over here. The music is going, and hopefully we keep networking, and we definitely trying to get added to the list of people who will be in there for next season for all the home games. Creating our own set of vibes that's unique to Lightning Strike, myself and Nova. So, if you haven't kicked it with us before, come kick it with us. I can tell you it's going to be a movie every time we out there, because if there's nothing else that we do well, we turn up.
We turn up, bro.
We gonna turn up.
I'm telling you, we starting at preseason next year. We turning up for preseason. I'm telling you right now, bro. This is crazy. We go to Houston, we turn it up in Houston. So,
I agree.
I'm telling you now, man. Enjoy this. Embrace it. Embrace the Chargers for everything. I'm telling you now, they got a 10-month payment plan for season tickets. Get you some tickets. Get you some tickets, man. You got to come. You got to come. You got to enjoy this. You got a great team, great weather, great vibes, great people, great fan base. What more do you need, baby? What more do you need? I'm just saying, what more do you need? And that's all I got to add for tonight, man. That's all I got to add for the.
And that's it.
Appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is Lightning Strike Podcast, which was brought to you by Morning Cup Coffee, one of our sponsors. And I'm telling you, go to www.tcupodcast.com to get you, and tap on a tab, coffee bar. Go get you some coffee, some fresh, organic, locally roasted coffee made to order, free shipping on all orders. Tap in with them. Great sponsor. Great to work with them, man. Morning Cup Coffee. Thank y'all for the sponsorship. We appreciate y'all. And on that note, man, you got anything, Brodie?
That's it,
Hey,
man.
Brodie.
Boat gang done bang. Y'all already know how I'm
sick
coming.
of him. Brodie's sick of y'all. He's sick of y'all. I don't blame him.